Welcome. Okay then. Welcome everyone to another session of Aims of the Divine. Last session, and after taking some steps to sort out what's going on with Heaven's sudden reoccurring dreams, the party went to a bathhouse where they relaxed and talked some things out. They then went to a bar and got and they found a relatively cheap one that had served relatively good alcohol, and they are still there. And Silo is still very, very drunk. Floor is yours.
Well, thank you for the drink, miss. I'm sorry, the names are hard for me to pronounce.
And Amathea.
Well, thank you for the drink, Miss Amathea. I do not plan to drink any more than that, but rest assured I do appreciate the service.
And always happy to serve.
How are you feeling, Zelo?
Talos! Talos!
That is my name, yes.
Good God,
I feel
she's drunk.
good. I feel good. How you been? And she like jabs a finger to his chest. How have you been?
I don't believe I've ever seen someone this particular kind of drunk before.
What? Me? No. Fate guides me to this drink, and she just tries another sip of it. The fate guides me to this.
Did the fate guide you into that ambush too?
I don't recall the ambush yet, but if it did, it probably deserved it.
I think we should take her back to the dorms.
Well, perhaps we should, yes. We shouldn't exactly be day drinking. Just one drink, and then we will, yeah.
She only had the one drink.
Exactly, and look what it did to her.
So his hair is in an utter mess, and she's just about to collapse on the floor. I'm fine.
All right, well, let's head back. Well, then, I'd say everyone finish up your drinks, and then we shall head back to our quarters.
Roger, Sir Captain, Talos, Talos, and she just drinks another one. Oh, I feel like my throat's on fire.
Quick question. Would using Cure Wounds or Healing Word help with this?
No, they would not. Her problem is not missing hit points. She is effectively under the poisoned condition right now.
Oh, well, in that case. Talos begins to wonder, and he says, do you all mind if I try something?
Heaven raises an eyebrow. What are you going to do?
Talos will spend 5 hits of Lay on Hand to try and cure Silo's drunkenness.
And so here's the way here's the way Lay on Hand works. Lay on Hand works by speeding up the body's natural healing by a lot.
I can have Rudy explain it in character.
No, allow me. No, allow. No,
Okay.
basically, no. I'm going somewhere after this. So, Silo, you feel your mind. I'm clearing up. You also feel just spikes in your head as the hangover comes over you full force.
And Scylla just like groans and she just flops on the floor now.
I can see her floundering like a fish.
Oh, my head, it hurts. I can't think.
Yeah, and then it's like that for about a minute. It's and then the head and the hangover kind of just like goes away, and your body is now back up to full.
Oh. I feel so weak now.
I did not expect that to work.
We should still probably head back.
Yes, I agree. Do you need a hand, Silo?
Yes. It's been hard.
All right. Well, Talos will pick up Silo to carry her back to the quarters.
And this is why you should never go on a hard drink early in the morning, early in the day.
It is about noon at this point.
Tell us.
Yes.
I needed to go shopping too.
We'll all go shopping together after we've gotten home. Okay. We have a lot to discuss.
Okay. And so it's like almost passes out now.
So you guys, so Talos, you're just kind of giving her a piggyback ride through the streets right now.
More or less.
And right, so you draw like a couple of you draw a couple of strange looks at this, but you make your way back to the bureaucratic quarters, and Hilna is actually in there waiting for you. Yeah, I've been waiting to see you for. I've actually got good news. She, and then she notices you, Silo. Is she? Oh, right.
She's just suffering from what's the word?
A hangover.
She will be fine in a few minutes.
What's that? Well, never mind. Okay, so, all right. So, anyway, where was I? Oh yes, good news. So, when you cleared out that catacomb and prevented the undead from surging out any further, you did the city a major service, and when I heard, and it took a couple of days of wrangling, but I've been, but I've actually got your reward here. And part one, and she pulls out out a decently sized sort of chest box and lays it on the table. She just like slides it over to you guys.
Well, anyone care to do the honors?
Sela wiggles out of Talos' back, and she just hops on the floor now. She's as if she was just sleeping and just woken up right in the morning. I see reward.
Yes. Would you like to open it?
Sela shrugs and just opens up the chest. What's inside?
'Tis 1,000 gold for each of you.
I'm sorry, 1,000 gold each?
That was a lot of undead that could have come out if you hadn't plugged the hole.
Alright, so everyone just has an easy 1,000.
I mean, you all almost died several times, so not that easy.
Well, quote unquote.
Heaven just gawks at the amount. That is very generous.
Oh, that's only part one, and part two. And she pulls out a scroll. Now, this is one that I had to wrangle for you a little bit. It's now by the rules of the by government rules, you've all been staying with me, and I'm happy to have you. But by government rules, I would have had to kick you out of here before long. So, and she and I was able to wrangle you this, and she slides the scroll over to you.
Sela picks up the scroll and opens it to read out loud.
It is a deed to to a house in the residential district.
We get our own house, guys.
Well, now, our own base of operations.
Heaven is stunned.
Yeah. See, now you get your own house, and I don't have to kick you all out to fend for yourselves, which is honestly what I would have had to do by the rules in a couple of days. No offense.
None taken. I understand the rules of the city.
Heaven thinks that the rules are ridiculous, but
Hey, IRL college campuses work the same way. Cohabitation is not allowed for longer than like 3 days.
well, I honestly thought we were staying at her place, but
Oh no, you're staying at her government quarters. There's more rules regarding that.
oh, all right.
Well, then I'd say we get ourselves settled in after we've discussed our next current plan of action.
Yeah. Oh, one other. Yes, one other thing, Silo.
Yes.
When your father was involved in that meeting, and he wants to see you today.
Oh. So, just jolts at that a little bit, and she backs away slightly. Can I keep the house and not show up?
That and I'm just he asked me to tell you I am not ordering you to do anything.
I understand. Well, with that said.
Oh, so now let me tell you a little bit about the house itself. It was it was seized a few years ago. By the council. What the owner did to deserve that, I'm not quite sure. He and all his possessions. Well, when the matter was done, he and all his possessions were rendered forfeits. It, it's uh, uh, it's on Crimson Row, which Silo you would know is sort of in like the lower middle area of the residential district.
Okay.
Yeah, so like kind of a like closer to the outer part of the city, like
It's still
out
considered middle class, though, right?
lower middle class.
Well, barely middle class. I'll go with that.
Yeah, I'll type out where it is to you. It's there.
Oh, okay.
Yes, down here.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's fairly close, a little bit, yeah, so pretty close to the harbor district. It and as I said, I don't know what the previous owner did to get and wind up on the wrong side of the law. I do know that it was something unsavory. So, be wary of whatever you of anything you might find in there.
Oh, if it's not too far from the harbor district, then it would be a good place to call home if we ever find ourselves a vessel.
Well, it's not up to me. So, now, by the rules, now you're going to have to move in there, or sometime over the next 3 days. It was, and it was It was honestly quite lovely having you all over. You all made excellent guests.
Well, thank you for being such a good guest, Lady Hilna.
Host.
You mean host?
Host, guest, whichever.
They are literally the opposites of each other.
No, they're the same.
Tell us just pause there. That did I forget to mention that Common is my second language?
You did indeed. But either way. Oh, and Silo, I get the sense that there's some drama there, but do remember your father knows where you live now.
Thank you, Lady Hilna.
Yeah. So I'll let you get to packing.
Thank you again for the hospitality.
She bows to you, and then I hope to see you all again quite soon. And then she heads off in the direction that you all. And then she steps out and heads off in the direction that you all know her office is in.
Well then, now that that's all sorted, shall we all take a seat and discuss what exactly we are to do?
I think we should check out this house first. See how big it is. Maybe figure out, getting things like beds and food.
It's already noon for me, so I do gotta head over to my family, I guess.
Do you need any
But we could not do
assistance?
any of that. We could
Rudy?
leave the city immediately. We don't have to stay here.
Right.
The problem is, where are we going?
Well, we are adventurers. We just adventure.
I know what direction I want to go.
And I have a direction I wish to go.
And thus we come back to the same issue. So, Heaven, you brought to our attention earlier today that you've been having some sort of dream, correct?
Yes, and I've been told by this cleric that while they have no dream druids here, most of them are hippies. There is a druid to the north in a northern forest that may help. Problem is, his home is in the center of a fey forest.
As you have made mention to us. So,
Actually, I think I've been getting caught off by Rudy earlier.
Oh yeah, because I talk a lot.
Well, you made mention of Fae before, so yeah, natural assumption, I think.
But, and I'm surprised I told you. I don't remember. Out of character, I don't remember telling you guys about Heaven's Dream.
You did.
You did. It was in the bathhouse.
It was in the bathhouse.
All right. What about you, Rudy? What's your direction, and for what purpose?
Rudy will glance to everyone and then say, "Is anyone heading south?"
Well, me personally, after I heard that Lady Hilna's latest associates were near my pride, I couldn't help but feel, well, what's the word? Slightly homesick? Is that the word?
And that is south?
Out of character, that is towards the south, yes, DM?
It is.
Okay, yeah, I will move you to the world map for the after the moment. Okay, so yeah, so the Fey Woods are the Valley of Life and Death is like not very far south. The Fey Woods are way to the north.
So yeah, the Fey Woods are a very long journey, and the valley is like kind of just a couple of days stroll.
Well, a little bit more than a couple days, but
you get what I mean.
Yeah, it'd be like a couple months and extra time once you got into the valley because horses and carriages don't do well there because there's not a lot of roads.
All right, Rudy would Rudy's an elf and a wizard elf, so she probably remembers all of this, even if I don't. And Rudy would just point to Talos and then say, "I vote that I want to go south."
And we did. And well, to be fair, we are leaving her hanging. Well, we are leaving Lady Hilna's request hanging, as they say. But at the same time, Heaven, how urgently do you wish to have these dreams analyzed?
Heaven motions to see, though. Can you describe to them my motions last night with the dream?
You're in a city, it was on fire with green fire.
No, I mean, like body movement.
Okay. I'm just trying to help because I thought you were having trouble remembering.
No, I'm talking about body movements.
Sheila just motions or just gets up and finally speaks. Well, Dream's been having a lot of, or not Dream, Heaven's been having a lot of issues with the dream, and she's tossing and turning crazy. I had you and me shaking her wouldn't wake her up sometimes.
Heaven blinks. You were shaking me?
I was at some points.
Tell
Otherwise,
us. Sorry, go ahead.
It just seems like a normal case of a bad nightmare, guys. Still, can't shake my feeling this. It does have some meaning. That's all I'll say about that.
So, DM out of character.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask a strange question.
I like strange questions.
All right, so in Talus' experience growing up in the Valley of Life and Death, in interacting with his pride, potentially other prides or the other residents of the valley, has he known any sorts of people who may be able to, well, do this exact same thing, like analyze dreams or seem connected to the natural world in a way?
Oh, roll Arcana. I'm warning you, this is going to be a difficult one.
Oh, God. All right.
Gotta love these Arcana.
No, that is not a thing you have ever heard of.
Okay.
Yeah, like, which is not to say that they don't exist, but like those are like, which is not to say that they don't exist. The best you can tell, like, you're like, you wouldn't know, like, you're a warrior, not a mage. So if you do go there and you want to look, like your pride's, like either the pride matron or the pride shaman would be the ones to ask about that kind of thing.
All right. So Talus, he kind of gives this almost like hopeful look to Heaven, and he says, "Well, it may be somewhat of a long shot, but could you hear me out for a moment, Heaven?"
Heaven stays quiet and listens.
Back in my pride, there was the pride matron and, well, the pride shaman. I, well, honestly know nothing of looking at dreams more deeply or even magic, but if anyone would have the insight to know, I believe they may be able to be of assistance to you.
Heaven thinks for a minute. Well, I'd rather not be going on a guess. I guess it won't hurt to, check it out. That way, and if need to, we can figure out how to deal with Faye on the way, just in case. I'll have to stop at a bookshop to see if I can find a book about him.
Right.
But if your people are willing to discuss such a thing, then I have no qualms.
I believe they will help you. After all, well, if I vouch for you, then they would be a bit more amicable, I would say.
Just saying, I've come across inhospitable groups during my travels, and she then looks at Rudy. I'm not talking about cultists.
Rest assured, they're my pride. If sorry. So long as you're all with me, then they will potentially see you as allies.
Heaven looks to CeeLo. What about you, CeeLo?
I have no direction as of this moment, so I'm willing to follow.
Just as long as it's away from your family.
To a degree. I still would like to say goodbye to at least my mother, so if I gotta face him, I'll have to face him eventually.
Very well then. Seems as though we're all taking a trip to my home.
Anything we should know about your people before we head out?
All right. Well, again, DM, Talus would know this obviously, but is there anything like offhandedly that I should know?
Uh, 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 hmm. I, and, well, obviously, like, you wouldn't go into, like, an encyclopedic lecture about, like, all the ins and outs of your people's culture. Like,
Obviously not.
yeah, anything offhand, like, I'm guessing, like, any social faux pas to be avoided, kind of thing.
Well, that, and also well, any info that would benefit them going into the valley.
I mean, in your people appreciate displays of strength. Like, that one is, like, I feel like that's a pretty obvious one.
Survival of the fittest.
Yeah. They don't dislike magic, but they also don't often practice it.
Mhm.
And so, like, offering services says, like, offering in like any magical services is would be a fast way to make friends.
All right. And that's all.
And I'll post stuff later as I think about it.
Fair enough.
Now, as for the valley itself, of like, expect dangerous wildlife and environmental hazards around. It's pretty much all over the place. It's like, most of it is like, it's basically you're looking at a very Lion King place. Let me put it that way.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, for the sake of brevity, Talos conveys all this, in the manner that he does. Displays of strength are appreciated. We do not practice magic. We don't. But
Well, they don't often practice magic, but nor do they shut.
Well, don't often practice magic, but the services provided, good way to earn allies. And as for the valley itself, expect dangerous terrain and hazardous wildlife.
All right then. As long as you're sure we won't commit any social faux pas.
I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
If anything comes to mind, then I will let you know, but as it currently stands, I can't really think of anything that I think any of you would, need to worry about.
All right then. Anything else?
It's not as if
No,
they're
I'd say that's
elves.
What?
I believe Rudy said it's not as if they're elves.
Okay. If there's anything, is there anything else we need to discuss?
Well, we all have a direction, and we did say that we should all do some shopping to prepare. So I'd say we stick together and make sure we get everything that we need for the journey ahead.
We might want to check out that property we received too. We may have to order some things like furniture and stuff. Furniture before we leave.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm fine with sleeping on the ground, but sometimes a nice bed is just the perfect thing after a long journey.
If you plan to head back, that's the idea.
Well then, now that we've got ourselves settled, what say you girls? Shall we head out?
Right then.
Before we head out, we have shopping to do, yes?
And that's what we're doing.
Yeah,
That-
that's
That's
what
what
I
we're
mean, yeah.
doing.
But yeah, we're doing shopping.
Okay, shopping for what exactly?
I suppose I would go first. I'm gonna go look for a magic item shop, or just a like an herbal shop. I need more stuff to make find familiar, basically.
Uh, mm, that okay, that wouldn't be hard to find. Like, you search around, and for a bit, and eventually you find a thing in close to the close to the lower close to the lower districts. It's like a sort of the middle merchant district, I guess. So around here, ish. And like you, like there's like a and there's like a and there's like a and there's like a half elf oven woman and sort of running the place. Hello, my name is Sarah. What may I do for you?
Oh, I'm looking for a list of materials to make a spell called Find Familiar. I'm sure you get those too. Then.
A very common order, yes. You'll and like and he actually like pulls out basically like what looks like a pre-prepared package of the stuff.
Okay. I would like 5 of them if I can.
She pulls out 5 of them.
Alrighty, and how much are they?
How much are they?
They're 10. They're 10 GP. I don't know if you want to upraise them, but that's what they were.
Each one generally goes for about 10 drakes.
No. All right, I can do that for you. And Seal would drop off the money.
Very well. Like her roll insight. Go ahead and roll. I didn't like roll insight on her. She's literally just got commoner stance, but let's see if she manages to hide it. Yeah, that's totally normal. Huh.
Okay then.
As a DM, I promise it was nothing sinister. Yeah. Anyway, you were saying?
No, that's all I will get from this lady today now, out of spite.
Okay.
I don't want to take up the entire time. Does anyone else need anything? I was going to head to the end door next.
Yeah, I actually would like to purchase a couple of healing potions.
You can find actually at the same shop you can find a pretty decent selection.
Alrighty. Just two ordinary potions of healing. So that'll be 100 GP, right?
That is the base price, yes.
All right. So I'll take 2 healing potions for 100 GP. He deposits the money and says, "Thank you very much."
Of course.
Really quick, Wedwood. I had 2 of those. I had 2 spells that I couldn't identify that were frost based, right? And then I had the one I found recently.
I think you. I mean, I'm pretty sure you already got the first two, but the one you found recently, yeah, you still have that.
The thing is, I only have one of the spell. You've only added one spell to my spell list. You said you'd add it later, and I don't think you have.
There should be frost fingers and the other thing.
I don't know what the other thing is.
I
You never
will
told me.
I will DM it to you. One moment.
Sorry about this. I just.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is on there. I'm sorry. I completely forgot.
You forgot it was in the second level spells, didn't you?
No, it was just I was looking for a freezing spell, and it's not a freezing spell.
Yeah, no. Only the first one was ice-based.
Yeah, for some reason I thought they were both ice-based. Alright, thank you, that's all.
Yeah.
You can continue with your stuff.
Okay, yeah, no worries. Okay, so who's next?
Oh wait, could I sorry, go ahead.
Oh, do you need to do something?
No, it was just a random thing I wanted to do. It can wait. It's silly.
I mean, that just makes me want to do you more, but I agree. Then it can probably wait.
All right. Heaven is also going to buy some potions of healing, but she's also going to find a book on Fae to read on the way.
Okay, potions of healing. Like you just heard the price. A book on Fae. There's a bookstore you've been to.
Mm-hmm.
So you head back to Theseus then?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, welcome everyone. It's you. Welcome back. Say hello. How have you been these past couple of days?
I've been well. Yourself?
Quite. Can't complain. Can't complain. And can't complain. So, what can I do for you all?
I am looking for a book on Fae and how to deal with them.
That's a fairly specialty thing. I'm like not certain if I have anything like that. But if I do, you should find it in the nonfiction section. So,
All right.
Evan, I'd like you to go ahead and roll investigation.
All right. Give me a sec. Here it is.
And so, well, you find you find some very basic stuff on the Fae. Like what their whole deal is, like specific tactics for dealing with specific kinds, not really. And yes, that doesn't and surprise as me. You might I do better. Like if this is the information you want, then you might deal better to look for any kind of professional that specializes in dealing with them and ask for their advice.
Unfortunately, I don't think there is one in this city.
Well, I mean, you can find many things. And you can find. We'll get to that, Rudy. Well, I mean,
I know.
What makes you think that?
I'm not done.
What? Well, what makes you think that? Many things can be found in the city.
Early this morning, I've been to the temple, and it seems there isn't any one there that. Well, basically, there isn't anyone there at all. Well, practically. That
But what
seems to be capable of dealing with Fae.
What temple? What do you mean? Which one?
The Temple Plaza, basically.
Okay, but okay, yeah, there are multiple temples in the plot. As there, like, which temple did you go to?
I just met this one cleric as I was entering the place, and
Out of character. No, you. Out of character. You specifically went to the Temple of Alar.
okay, I've
Yeah, like-
been to. Okay, thank you. I thought it was just in like a courtyard or something.
Yeah. No, like the Temple Plaza is like a whole bunch of. Is basically a whole bunch of distinct temples.
I had something different in mind, but anyway,
Yeah.
I've been to the Temple of Alar.
Yeah. No, oh no, they would not. Like no, Fae is not their at their specialty. Like they deal with wild life, like earthly things. No, for Fae, I think you'd actually want the Temple of Tanuki for Fae.
Heaven raises an eyebrow. Tanuki?
He god of revelry.
All right.
Yeah, like yeah, that question makes sense. You're not super familiar with gods not named Artoon.
Exactly. That's why Heaven's like, who the hell was like, she has to look odd about who the hell is Tanuki. I mean, I'm pretty sure aside from Artoon and of course Vierna for reasons, she really doesn't know any of the gods.
And it's and well, as I said, Tanuki is the god of revelry. And there are many connections there with the Fae. So, I mean, if any cleric in town, know how to deal with them, and it would probably be them.
How would I know which temple is his?
Well, he's that the signs are written on each door, so there is that.
DM question: are the signs in common?
Yes, they are.
Okay, good. All right. Then I'll just go grab some potions and head back to the Temple Plaza.
Okay, but while we're at the easiest bookstore, when Silo, if I may, the book we discussed. I think I figured something out about it.
Did you? I was about to ask you about that.
Yes. Yes. Come with me.
So will follow.
So, I haven't been able to solve it. It's yet, but I've been able to figure out what kind of puzzle it is. Like I've been looking through it, and it's a cipher.
It's a cipher?
Yes.
A
very well crafted one at that. Like there are multiple possible things the solution could be. Each one I've tried brings a different outcome.
May I look at it?
Of course, I should warn you that the ones I've tried so far are all they form words, but the sentences don't exactly make sense as such.
I understand.
Yes. And yeah. yeah. So he shows you through it, and well, like he's got like he's basically got like a whole bunch of like scattered papers on his desk that's next to the book open, and like he's like trying out various different combinations and stuff. Yeah, and yeah, everything he tries is like it's all like it's all not like it's well, it's all kind of gibberish still, but but it's all coming. But like everything he tries, like it's been coming out as actual words, just not strung together in any way that makes sense.
I see. Maybe.
Yes, I feel like like I feel like there's some kind of trick to it that I'm not getting, or maybe I simply don't have access to.
Book one is still a hard one to crack. It even changes as we look into it. I would say maybe common wouldn't be the right answer to this. Are you trying any ciphers and maybe in Draconic or?
Well, that is my next step. Of course, I haven't tried. I haven't really tried all the ones in common yet. It is a very long book.
Right.
I mean, you know, I'll tell you what I'll do though. I'm going to give you a list of phrases. And well, a little bit later, I'm going to give you a list of phrases that I've put together. Or like what I need to compile. Like, give me some time. Give me a few hours to compile it. Maybe a day or so, and and then I'll send, and then I will send it to you.
How will you reach me this time?
Like, and maybe, I mean, maybe when you next go out traveling, you might be able to find something related.
Okay.
Who knows? It's a long shot, but no harm in trying.
Are you going to use your normal delivery service? I will be heading out soon. Hello?
Nick, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hello?
Neku, if you're trying to talk, I can't hear you.
I can hear you, Neku. It's Wedwood's internet.
Oh, okay. I was
Marco?
Wedward.
There's no point replying. He can't hear us. Can you hear us now?
Can you hear us?
Okay, yeah, it went out on my end. Like Neku suddenly cut off. And I thought, yeah.
You're good. Well,
Okay,
I heard everything you were saying, so don't worry about that.
Okay.
I was replying. I was like, "Hello." Anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
So how are you gonna send it over? You got a delivery service you got going on again?
No. Other person I had in charge of that when getting home. I mean, where are you staying in the city? I could probably have it over to you by tomorrow. I could mail it over.
We're only staying for a day longer. Otherwise, we're gonna head back on our travels. This is actually my goodbye to you for a good while.
I see. Well, I'll try and get it to you as fast as possible then.
Alrighty. We're gonna be on the. She shows the deed to the new place. We'll be here for a day.
Very well then. And let's see. And well, when next we see each other, hopefully we'll be closer to solving the puzzle.
I agree. Thank you.
He pats you on the shoulder, and then another customer comes in, and he steps away to deal with them.
Okay. And Silo walks out, continue on her day.
Yeah. Okay. So. Okay. So. Heaven, 3 potions of healing. Boom, done. And you were at the same. Like you got them. and met the same thing,
Yeah.
same shop.
Yep.
Rudy, same with you and your potions of healing, and like the spell copy components, like the fancy ink and paper, you're actually able to get at Athesia's bookstore. Like he sells instruments for writing as well as as books.
Yeah, I knew the first ones wouldn't be an issue to get. It's the second two that.
Yeah, those two, like, how do I want to do this? Because I have no doubt that you'd be able to find them somewhere in the city, but it's a big city, so you might not be able to find them in one afternoon. Go ahead and roll me an Go ahead and roll me an investigation. That. Well, that will help you with the price. Ace, but but even so, like finding ending like a merchant who actually sells this stuff still could be is your problem here.
Still, it says that they will, make every effort to accommodate me. So.
Well, yeah, that does. Well, yeah, like you are welcome in high society. That doesn't mean you automatically know where stuff is.
Well, what do you want me to roll?
Roll me 2 investigation checks.
Can Talus help it with that?
Okay, so for the bag of holding,
before you give the results, Talus wants to help.
I was about to say, I'm sure since he said it right before you rolled, sure. Okay, so for the bag of holding, it's actually it's surprisingly easy. It's actually surprisingly straightforward. Forward because Mallory actually he has one on hand.
Cool.
Yeah. Hello. You again. Welcome.
Do you have a bag of holding?
As a matter of fact, I do. Like, and he pulls it out. As you can see here, it is embroidered with images from it's from the Lost Siren homeland. Like a very and like it's a very beautiful artwork on it.
Lost Siren homeland.
Yes, it sank into the sea thousands of years ago.
What is the price?
I put it at 400-ish drakes. 400 drakes, shall we say?
Out of character, because I could never remember, because Talos always ends up playing charismatic characters. CeeLo or Talos, who of you is the better persuader? I can never remember.
I mean, I do know that CeeLo's got a higher charisma score.
You muted, Neku.
I assume me, because I'm also a merchant background, so that's something I would do.
All right.
I have a +4 in persuasion, but CeeLo likely has a better persuasion score.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Rudy being Rudy just abruptly turns and walks out the door and finds CeeLo and then just grabs her by some sort of clothing and begins to drag her along.
CeeLo, being already on her way to that store in question, blinks as she awkwardly walks inside and waves over to Mallory. Hello.
Hello, Miss Wright. It's right. Pleasure to see you. How can I help you?
Rudy will point to the man and then say, "Fix."
I'm sorry.
I am sorry for my my companion. She's not very good with words in general, but I'm here to talk to her in her steed, if that's okay with you, Mallory.
Of course.
He has a bag of holding. I wish to procure it.
And
okay.
Yes, and I am willing to sell it to you. I don't see what the problem is.
She can be a bit stingy. Don't worry about her. Actually, I'm here to look for other things as well.
For a bag of holding is highway robbery.
Rudy, Don't be rude to the man. Let me
This
speak.
is a valuable antique, my lady.
Let me
Like,
speak,
he
Rudy.
looks no, like Rudy. He looks genuinely offended when you say that.
Sheila motions Rudy out the room. I will work on it, dear.
Rudy won't leave the room. She'll just go and start looking for the other item on our list.
Yeah, like that one takes you a little bit longer, but you do eventually find it in what is basically a school supply store for the magical education stream at the academy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Like,
it has all the
I don't even have a distinct. I don't even have like a distinct color for merchandise. And for this one, the guy at the counter is literally just like a bored teenager working a summer job.
And that has the usual enchantments of a fireproof, waterproof, and all that stuff. That's the wizard book enchantment that I can't remember the name of normally does, yes?
Book
Yes,
of Endurance.
that's gonna be that. Yeah, that's gonna be 100 gold.
Alright, Rudy will pay it and then just stuff it in a bag. She'll copy the spells into it later.
Yeah. Right. So now, Silo, you said you were after something. Tell me about that.
I remember last time I was here, Malloy, over your generous and well-found and hard thought-out wares that you have, in fact, some needles that I was interested in at one point.
I have, and he like put and he like pulls out the box of them.
Now, can you dare? My mind does escape me sometimes, as I'm a very busy person. I had helped save the city and just got a house recently on my own. But can you help me remind me what these do fully?
Oh, certainly. Like I got each one and has a different enchantment. They give you magical tattoos that give you various abilities.
And how many are there in that box?
This set has 3 of them, and I will show you what each of them are.
Okay.
Because he has each one helpfully labeled, so.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So just to confirm this, a word, the tattoos air quotes recharge every dawn, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, just checking that is not one
Well,
use.
well, not always dawn, but yeah, they do recharge.
Okay.
Just checking.
Some of these I do like, actually, so.
Yeah.
Rudy
I
will glance
like
over. Sorry.
these are merely the ones I've been able to maintain. These are merely the ones I've been able to obtain, and like I believe, like I've heard tell of other is in the world, but well, I would, well, I do harbor some fantasy of collecting the full sets, but well, if you wish to buy, I then I will not stop you. Now, Rudy, you may go.
So, Rudy will lean over while looking at them and point to the one that says Shadowy Defense and say, add that to my order, please.
That was the one I was looking at, Rudy.
Very well, you can have it. Rudy will wander away and go back to looking at the wares.
And that one is actually one moment while while I actually look up the rarity of each one, because I do have some costs, I have some prices in mind for these.
Alright,
Right.
I need to mark down attunements, because I need to keep track of that. It's 3, I believe, that I can get as a total.
Yeah, it's 3.
Let's see. Bag of Holding is an attunement. My whip was attunement, wasn't it?
Bag of Holding is not attunement.
My whip was attunement, was it not?
Let me double check. I believe it was, but let me double check that.
You
Yes,
said
it
it was.
The new one, yes.
Alright, thank you. You can have it, Silo. You can have it, Neko, if you want. Like, I don't need it that badly, and you're more in the front lines than me, normally.
The only reason I really want it is because I need dark vision, and yeah, shadowy defense would be nice.
Okay, that one is actually
Oh, it's
okay.
not
That
two
one,
different
Yeah, it has
needles?
2 different abilities.
yeah.
In
That
that case, yeah,
that one,
you can have it.
yeah, and that one is okay. That one is actually the rarest one of the bunch, and thus it will be the most expensive. You understand? It will
Oh,
go.
yeah.
That one will be 700 drakes.
And what about the other 2? Just curious.
Those each go for 300 drakes.
300 drakes. Would you care to partake with those for 1,000 in total for the complete 3 set?
Roll persuasion, because he very much likes the idea of keeping them in the set.
I know. I remember the last conversation. Damn it!
Oh.
Every
It's-
time.
It's tempting. It's very tempting, Inksulo, but well, that would be. But 1,000 is less than I was able to get these 3 for. You understand?
I do, very much so. So you would sell them looking for a piece for a grand total of 1,300 great drakes, then. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes.
That is pretty tight. Let's see here. And the bag of holding, you want it for 400 drakes, right?
That was. Yes, that is correct.
I'm a person who likes buying in bulk, but as the saying this, if I don't get any special deals or anything, this is going to be harder for me to actually be able to accommodate for you. Plus, my father will be very happy to hear that I bought some things from you and shared them with him as well.
Roll persuasion again with it. Roll persuasion again with advantage this time, because
I'm doing
because you now you've pressed 2 of his buttons.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so out of character. Remind me what it was you asked for.
I am asking for all 3 sets, or all 3 tattoo needles, just in case someone else wants them too. And I'm also asking for the bag of holding, and I want them on a discount because I'm buying multiple items at once.
And how much money are you offering?
Right now, I have not said that yet. I'm waiting for him to make an offer to me.
Also, before that, I just want to check. Can I ask Talos for help and also look around the store and see if they have a cloak of displacement?
You may. I will say roll investigation. I will say he's unlikely to have it because that one falls more. Okay, I was about to say that one falls more under like hunting trophies, which isn't really what he deals in. But you actually do find a very aged-looking one. Now, before we get to there, let me finish up with Silo.
The reason the reason I wanted to bring it up is because I could add it to the order as well, and that might help Silo get a better price.
Well, let me tell you what his offer is first.
Okay.
Okay. So normally that would come out to 1,700. I would be willing to offer you. I'd be willing to offer you. Okay, for these 4 items you have asked for, the needles and the bag of holding, I would willing to be offer you. I would be willing to offer you a 30% discount, which would come out, which would come out to just under 1,200 drakes.
One moment while I discuss this with my colleagues real quick. That
Yeah.
does sound like a very advertising deal, but I want to see if they have anything else they would.
Well, we'll leave the 30% discount where it is, and we'll see what else you have to ask for.
Understood. I greatly appreciate this.
Yeah, like Rudy, I was about to say. To say like he probably wouldn't have the cloak, the displacer cloak, but then you rolled one above the threshold. So
Rudy will bring it over and say, "Does it help that I'm a noble?"
well, anyone can just claim to be a noble, but
Rudy just
That
casually
was-
pulls out a score of pedigree. I mean, I have this.
oh shit.
I don't know. Does that help with this this haggling thing, CeeLo?
To a degree. Depends.
I want this too.
Okay. Okay, one moment. One moment. While I look over that. Yeah, this cloak actually belonged to one of the previous Lord Protectors of this very city. That was about 2 centuries ago.
Neat.
And there's unlike a lot of other cloaks of displacement, you can see this one's got lots of bits of gold embroidery on it.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Still aged. Still aged.
This
Regardless.
this one would add another 700 gold to the price tag, even with the discount.
Alright, well, Rudy, as I said, just shows the cloak to CeeLo and then says, and then basically explains she has this scroll of pedigree if that helps. Like, CeeLo doesn't, Rudy doesn't do the haggling thing, she's just like, yeah, this is what I have, yeah.
Yeah, 4 siblings in the LSA family, and you are easily the least charismatic one.
So Scylla looks over the scroll of pedigree. What family name does it say?
LSA, which is one you kind of recognize. It's it's a very big name in the Elven Dominion. You don't really know much more than that. You always kind of tuned out your father when he gave you these lectures.
Fair enough. Scylla simply strikes at this. LSA. It's a pretty name.
I guess. Don't go talking about it.
Oh, I plan not to. Seems you still want to be hidden, so say that. That's all she says in a very low tone. Regardless, Silo looks over to the man and sees the price tag. Alrighty, does anyone else interested in these items at all? I would like a little help with the gold on this.
Because right now, I will say, right now your price tag is 1,900 gold.
Yeah,
Like
I can pay for 9% of it, but
specifically the tattoo stuff. Like if there's any one of those that interests you, that isn't the shadow one, you know. Plus, there's a 30% discount, so you know.
Hang on. 161 to 300.
Regardless, if
Uh,
if there's nothing you want, I can just have Rudy ask for a loan. She is a noble.
If I pass off 300 gold to you, how close will that get you?
I'll be at 1,500 personally.
If we'd only need actually 300 would cover it because I have 700.
Oh, okay.
Like there's a
You have
reason
700
why I
left.
wanted to get the bag of holding for at least 300 because I figured if I wanted anything else, it would probably come to around 500. But I would like to have a little money left over just so I can actually buy food, but that's about it.
Alright, so Talos will lend you 300 gold.
Alright, and I will put in let's say 650. That'll leave me 50 GP, which will be enough for basic spending, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll dump out all my money that I.
Well, I mean, the tattoos were expensive and you're getting all of them, so.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna attune to 3 tattoos. I was hoping to share one with someone.
Yeah, like, I mean,
You took the one that really would benefit the most from, and I don't know about the others, but Talos is putting in 300 towards it.
I can guess which one he's got his eye on.
Like, if Heaven wants to put something towards it, like, but there is only one tattoo left after that, so.
It's okay. I'll take the brunt of this.
How about this? I will pay enough so that you have 25 gold left and I'll have 25 gold left. Because, like, how much did you say it was again? How much gold? 900 and...
1,900.
Yeah, 1,900 exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if we subtract the 300 from that Talos is providing, that gives us 600, which leaves me 700 left. So we could split that 1,600 and have 50 gold each. How does that sound?
This is how much I got right now.
I've got 700 on me, but I would like to have some money left over so I can actually afford food.
Okay.
The 600 I can pay for, that would leave me an extra 100. I can pay an extra 50 and that would leave you 50 gold left over.
It's not accurate, but it's not accurate in my favor. But I'm just letting you know. And that's just me being brutally honest. So with that said, you can pay 500 out of your share, or 600, and now leave us with 200 apiece. I think.
How did you get 200 gold? How much did you say?
That what I wrote it in chat.
No, how much would I have left over? I just want to know so I can write it down.
You would pay if we were to do this fairly. I believe you would have to pay 500. That will leave me with 100 and 26.
500, huh?
Yeah, that'll leave me with 126. Now that seems more than generous in my opinion too, because you're getting displaced or cloak in a bag.
I will pay an extra 50 GP and take the 150. Because I wouldn't have been able to get this deal without your persuasion skills.
Okay.
So consider that me trying to, I know it's only 50 GP, but
It goes a long way. Okay. So I
Deal?
pay. Yeah. Sounds like a deal. How much did I pay then in total? I pay 1,000 or 1,050.
1 second.
Yeah.
You pay 1050 because
Okay.
I'm given an extra 50 GP.
Okay. So I'm at this then. Alrighty.
1226 minus 1050. So you would be
Yep.
left with 176 gold, which
Yeah, I
is
did that.
which is pretty much close to what I have, which is 150. So it's about an even split. And Talos paid for his tattoo. So
If he wants it.
I'm pretty sure he has. Wedwood said he probably has his eye on one. So
I
And
said I
plus,
can guess. I
it's
said I can
consequence.
guess.
Yeah,
What?
it's consequence free as well. So there you go.
Yeah, it's not like it's there forever. You can remove it.
but yeah, you happy with this deal, Silo?
Yeah, I'm happy with this. I was thinking about using it for this minute I got it.
Alright. Then with that, Rudy will just dump her bag of coin on the thing and just say, split me whatever I get left. And just opens a book to read. She's leaving the money entirely to you. You can say that's how you got the extra 50 GP.
Okay. DM.
Yep.
Can I attune to multiple tattoos?
It is I believe so, but let me double check. Like, I don't know if there's a rule against it, but let me check.
I was just curious because I know I'm gonna get the Talos.
Yeah,
I think it's as long as you,
this is
as
gonna
long
make
as
your
you,
dad furious.
I think it's as long as you got the canvas, then you can attune to multiple. Just as
Yeah,
long as
but like there might be a rule again and sit those. So just let me double check. Shouldn't it take 30 seconds?
Sure, I gotcha. Talos, did you want one of these?
yeah, I figured that Eldritch Claw looks like an interesting try. I'll give it a swing, see how I feel. It's going to certainly be strange.
Well, it still gives you a +1 with. Oh, that's only unarmed strikes. Yeah, I getcha.
Well, he can. Well, he can use unarmed strikes, and that maul thing is quite nice.
The maul thing is really good in my opinion.
Heaven starts backing out the door. While you three discuss tattoos, I am gonna go to the plaza, the Temple Plaza.
Okay.
Do wait up for us. We won't be long.
I'd rather not see this tattooing process myself.
Oh, you're already seeing Silo do it. So Silo, where do you? So you want? So Silo, you want? You wanted the coiling grasp and the Shadowfell brand?
I'm gonna read the curling grasp just a minute. I definitely want the Shadowfell brand right now. That's for sure.
Okay, so you're gonna put that one on first?
Yeah.
Okay, where do you want it?
Where Heaven can see it every day, right on Silo's show and belly.
Okay, so all right, so I'll let you decide what it looks like, but it covers your entire midriff. Like,
Nice.
It's a decent sized tattoo.
Well, I'm gonna have to wear something covering now.
Again, it's not actually getting tattooed. It literally just melts into the skin, similar to Talos' armor.
To Heaven, this is uncomfortable for her, so she's gonna wait outside.
Okay, just clarifying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Talos, are you putting the Eldritch Claw tattoo on?
Yeah, might
Where?
as well. He'll
Where on your body?
on his right shoulder.
All right, so it's spread like I assume like basically how would this work with the molten bronze skin? There is now a flame pattern. There's now actually a flame pattern, and just like on your upper right arm.
So yeah, I would say this, Rudy. Since you traveled the longest with Talos, the look he has when he sees the flame design show up on the molten bronze skin, he almost looks like a kid in a candy store, like you do when your eyes light up at seeing scrolls and magic.
Yeah, like it's sort of like it's like sort of like a very dark red flame pattern. Like there, as you can tell, these tattoos kind of changed to fit the wielder, and you do have a lot of fire theming on you.
And he's happy about it.
Yeah.
You look happy. That's good.
Yeah.
I like the design.
I will use the choline graphs too. That's actually a good CC spell.
Your tail is wagging, Talos.
Yeah.
Oh, I said I like the design.
And yeah, like okay, so Scylla, where do you want the grasping tendrils to go?
On the free arm that she has. So that'll be her left arm.
So upper or lower?
Upper.
Okay. Yours actually kind of look like lightning.
Oh, this is a really cool.
Yeah, like tangling lightning bolts, sort of.
Right. So do I add these features onto my spell thing? Because I believe that's all 3 attunements I got now.
Well, yeah, we can figure. Like, well, for now, just copy. It down into your ability list. We can like figure out your spell list later.
Okay.
That's between session bookkeeping.
I understand. I'm gonna check something real quick. Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to unattune with this Dark Shard amulet first, but I can do that. Okay, so with that said, Zillow looks to the 2 that are still in the room. Shall we head out to the Temple Plaza then and follow Heaven?
She's outside.
That's why I said to the 2, not 3.
Oh.
Yeah, I know where you're at. Don't worry about that.
I didn't get what you said.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Well, I'd say sure, why not?
Still motions the other 2 to follow us. She heads outside looking for Heaven.
Everyone's like right across the street, just tapping her foot.
Alrighty.
Is it done?
Yes.
All right, let's get going.
Alrighty.
Heaven then power walks to the temple, little plaza.
What time is it, DM?
At this point, it's like 3 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah, like you've been shopping for a few hours.
Fair enough. So I think we're going to head to Temple Plaza then.
While we're on the way there, Talos will briefly look to Rudy and he says, "So, Rudy, I just want to quickly say thank you for suggesting to go south."
I want to go south. Your business is south.
All the same, thank you. I do appreciate it.
I do not understand the thanks. I have not done anything worthy of the gratitude, but very well. You are welcome.
Dallas just smiles and says, "I know," and just heads on forward.
What is this human emotion? It confuses me.
And you hear your eldest brother in the background. And elves have them too, Rudy.
And
Are you
pull the
sure you're
dash.
not just...
Only Rudy hears that.
I really didn't actually say that out loud. It was me making a joke.
Yeah. Yeah, and like you just heard Korax responding to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say we're at the temple now.
Yeah. Yes. One moment while I roll something real fast. As I'm going to ask all of you to roll perception.
Alrighty.
Hiya!
Jesus, that scared me, Deku.
Okay, so Heaven and Rudy. Well, Rudy almost certainly sees this. Let's see how. Actually, there's a chance. Let's see how this goes. Okay, yeah, everyone but Talos sees this.
Oh.
So, you notice that the door is just slightly open. And like, looking up, yeah, that's a paint can. And on the top of the door?
There's a what?
A paint can.
Oh, a paint can.
Yeah, like, that's how Tanuki be.
Question is, do we girls stay silent and let Talos walk through, or should we warn him?
Talos is pretty much at the door because he's wondering why you're all stalling. What's going on? He's got his hand on the door.
Oh, in other words, ladies and gentlemen, leave an open door for us ladies.
Fair enough.
Rudy will
Talos.
Wait, please.
Okay, Talos.
Wait,
hold on.
please.
Hold on.
Rudy is going to use Mage Hand to remove the paint can.
Okay, what exactly? Yeah, that's enough. What exactly do you do?
Just lifts it up and puts it to the side. When everyone's focused on Talos.
And no one but Rudy hears this. As you hear like this come from inside.
But yeah, Talos, none the wiser, is holding the door open for the ladies.
Yeah, I was about to make you roll a dex save and everything. I just
That's
put my
why I was
away.
trying to stop you.
Yeah, I know. I'm faking the huff. Don't worry.
But it's funnier this way.
Yeah.
Honestly, Tanuki would have been proud.
Oh, he absolutely would have.
He says, "Well, go on in."
No, Rudy's already walking in.
So follows.
Same with Heaven.
Yeah, he would have been proud. He's the god of trickery and revelry. He has nothing. He has nothing if not a sense of humor. So, now the plaza is now a little bit busier than when Heaven was there at like 6 a.m.
7.
7. There are like more people milling about. The highest ranking, the person with the most the person in the Tanuki temple with the most ornate outfit appears to be this guy. At least he has the most ornate outfit, which means you assume he is the ranking cleric present. you see a satyr in a violently pink outfit with a golden pistol strapped to his hip.
I love the description. Violently pink.
I mean,
My eyes.
leave it to Tanuki clerics to find a way to assault you with color. You know?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of pink drapery around here. It seems to be Tanuki's color.
Heaven clears her throat and speaks to the satyr. Excuse me, are you the head of this temple?
Oh, yeah. He looks around. And he's like, oh, you're talking to me? Well, yes, for the moment, sure. Who are you? What's your name? And Miss?
Heaven.
Nice to meet you, Heaven. Would you like a drink?
No thanks. I already had one today.
He's just offering you a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, Heaven declined, saying she already had some wine earlier today.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love some.
No, you don't.
He's already handing you the bottle.
Yes.
Oh,
Roll
God.
a con. It is good whiskey. Roll a con save. You're as disappointed as I am, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, there's
Oh well. I mean,
always a second swig.
your body has had time to deal with abscess. No, I put the con save to mean like the full drinking session.
Yep.
Like, and your body is right now calibrated for absinthe, so this is nothing.
Glorious.
Joke's on you. I downed poison later early on in the day.
Just give
Yeah.
me a few months.
Yeah, I mean, there is quite a bit left if you want to try your luck later, but we'll wait on that. So, what can I do for you for?
I was told by the owner of a bookshop that you guys have something that I can look into that would help me learn how to deal with Fae.
Well, nothing so formal as that, but I do have, but I do have some general advice on how to deal with them if they're giving you any trouble.
Heaven is slightly disappointed, but hears him out.
Now, come aside and have a seat. This is going to be a bit of a conversation.
Can I roll perception on whatever seat we're sitting on?
Go ahead.
Thank you.
No whoopee cushion, as far as you can tell.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Really quick.
He sees you looking and, oh, we don't go in for tricks that cheap here.
I'm just gonna look around
yes,
for any other traps and tricks while I'm, Rudy's just casually glancing around.
She's hunting.
There are traps and tricks all over this temple, but none of it appears to be aimed at you at the moment.
Alright, Rudy will just open a book and stand there.
Well, you sure you don't want to see? But okay. Okay, so, well, what kind of fae are we dealing with here? It really does depend on the kind of fae.
Well, I've been told by a cleric of Alar that that to the north is a forest full of fae.
You're going in there. Brave proposition.
Well, what?
It's a brave proposition. It's a brave proposition. It can get quite dangerous deeper in.
Yes. If we actually need to go there, how do we get to our destination without having issues?
Well, if you go in there, you're going to have issues no matter what. But as far as fae go, well, it really depends on the kind of fae. Like, some fae are some Fae are very childlike and cheerful, and others are they're violent sociopaths. There's no other way to say it. It's now the cheerful childlike one, and just play along with them, but be firm. Like they're children, treat them as children.
All right.
And the violent ones, kill them before they can kill you.
That's it.
Yeah. Yes, they're like they like. There's no talking your way around things with them.
What about Fae weaknesses? Like, are they allergic to iron or something?
Specifically cold forged iron, and they have a hard time dealing with. Although finding weapons made out of that can be quite expensive. Like magical weapons will also hurt them quite nicely, and as will most spells. I will say that Fae do like their. Fae do. Sorry, I got the hiccups there for a moment. Fae do quite expels that abilities that alter the mind, as it were, erasing memories, charming you over to their side, the like.
Any suggestions on how do we deal with those?
I would suggest anything that can strengthen your mind against such attack. X would be a wise investment. Of course, I wouldn't really know where to find. Although, where you find such things, I don't really know. And if it actually happens to you, usually hitting it, usually a good bonk on the head is enough to snap the affected person out of it.
Heaven looks nervously at Rudy. What if the person affected is is very resistant about getting struck on the head?
Well, you do it anyway, and you apologize later.
You do realize I'm resistant to most charm effects, right?
Are you immune to them?
No. But the chances of me getting charmed are highly unlikely.
But are you immune to them?
I just said that I was not.
Well,
I am not talking to you regardless. I am talking to Heaven, who is looking at me suspiciously.
Well, I just, seeing you in battle, hitting you on the head seems like a death wish.
If I am brainwashed, you have permission to knock me out. Satisfied?
Very.
Really turns the page in the book.
Well, now there, in the forest in particular, there is one other danger you should be aware of. Many of the people who get lost. Many of the people who get lost in there go violently mad. Tell me, have you ever heard the word Maenad before?
No.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna spell it for you in chat.
Yeah, that is both in and out of character.
Yeah. Well, basically, there are people who get lost in the forest, go violently mad, and go violently mad due to the Fey charms, and they go on a violent rampage whenever they see anyone. It happens to wayward satyrs who try to water in all the time.
Then, how does a druid live in the deepest part of it?
Oh, you want to talk to old Arethusa?
Yes.
I've met her. no idea why she's mad enough to live in the middle of that place, or how she hasn't been killed yet, but she seems to make it work for her.
Is there a way to communicate with her without going into the forest?
I mean, animals tend to have an easier time. I'm a bit. Like, do you have any way? Do you have any way to send a message via animal?
Heaven looks at Hope. Would a familiar count?
Uh, He's gonna. Okay, I'm gonna roll a couple of things here.
Or do I have to, like, find a falcon or something?
VI Falcon.
What'd you say, Stilo?
Just said yes.
Well, that depends. And the familiars are we looking at? Is it a fey creature?
Um,
Out of character, all familiars are either fey, fiend, or celestial. What is Hope?
what is Hope?
Hope would be Faye.
I think she's. I think he's Faye.
Actually, it depends on the warlock. Still, wouldn't know that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's a fey familiar, if it's a fey familiar, then they should have no trouble. If it's a fiend or a celestial familiar, then they'll be in a lot of trouble.
What about procuring something like a falcon?
I mean, getting the address to send her to could be a bit tricky, but it would be able to deliver the message.
Right. So, Heaven looks to see the others. So we can avoid the forest altogether, but we either need to borrow Hope, or I'm gonna have to learn how to be a falconer.
Seems to be the case.
What is, like, the distance for Fae creatures? I mean, how long can they be away? How far away can they be from their summoner without dissipating? And Heaven is asking CeeLo this.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, like, CeeLo actually has some special abilities regarding this.
I do. I just linked it. As long as he's on the same plane of, he can stay with me.
Yeah. By the way, CeeLo, are you still drinking?
Yes.
Roll another con and save. So CeeLo's drunk again.
And we just got her out.
Yeah, like, hey, you just got some tattoos and you're drunk off your ass. Your father's gonna be so happy to see you.
Fuck you, I'm a rebel.
It's a sweet 16 at, like, what, 23?
And looks like I'm gonna have to go shopping for a falcon.
Yes. Well, I mean, when you write the letter to give Arethusa my regards. Like, we've had her here once, and she was a very pleasant, as an old woman. At least I think she was old. She had that sort of whole ageless druid thing going, you know.
Do you have like her address?
Oh no, I just know she lives in the woods. Like I don't think she really has an address. So your Falcon,
So
your
basically,
Falcon. I'm afraid I do not know her exact contact information. No, druids are
Okay.
funny that way.
So just basically find a house, drop off the letter, and wait for a response.
Something like that.
Heaven looks at the others. Looks like I'm gonna be learning to be falconer.
Well, keep in mind that this backup plan, if the matron and the shaman does not pull through,
Yeah, I probably would take a while for me to train a falcon. Just, something I could do on the way. How long is it to get to where your people are?
It's good. Uh, uh, it's going to be a few weeks to get out of character. It's going to be Talos. At this point, it's going to be a few weeks to get to the valley. To get through it to your people, who knows?
well, to get to the Valley of Life and Death, it'll take a couple of weeks. To get through it and to my pride, that will be up in the air.
That would be a decent amount of time, I think.
Ideally, he picks up CeeLo. He says, "Hello, CeeLo."
Hello, Tally. How are ya?
Happy that I get to carry around you again.
Yeah, let's go on adventure to the death place.
The Valley. Just call it the Valley.
The Valley.
Yeah. Okay. So, you have anything? You have anything else you want to do in the Temple Plaza?
Not that I know of, personally.
If you have anything, speak now or forever hold your peace.
I'm good.
My piece
All
has been shattered.
All that Talos really does is just, lay on hands CeeLo again to fix her up.
Yeah, like bear in mind, CeeLo still has the whiskey bottle on hand.
CeeLo, drop it.
CeeLo looks to be holding to the bottle, and then looks to Talos, then looks to the bottle again. It looks like she's about to drink it again.
Could you do it for me?
CeeLo looks to the bottle that's up to her lips right about now, and then she stops, and then she looks to Talos, and then she looks to the bottle again. And then she moves it a little closer, but then she stops. Fine. My head hurts. What happened?
You got drunk again.
I thought my liver was
You
okay
also-
last time.
You also called me Tally.
I don't remember this, so it doesn't happen.
Oh, no worries. We all remember it.
Maybe wait until after your meeting with your father to get drunk.
Oh, don't remind me.
Yeah. So, well, you have an awkward family meeting to get through, and a new house to explore. But we are just about at time now, so I think we will leave those for next session. And so, see you later, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.
See ya.
Alright, see you later.